Kenya's sugar has currently lost its taste. With sugar retailing at 250 shillings a kilo or 500 for 2 kilos, many Kenyans are opting to go sugarless. According to KNBS data, sugar intake dropped 42% between January and June 2023. What's the cause of this storm in the Kenyan Cup? Let's dig in. Sugarcane farming in the country started over 100 years ago. The first large-scale sugar company was Miwani, which was established in 1922. Kenya now has 16 sugar companies. 5, Miwani, Chemilil, Muhoroni, Nzoia, and Soni, are owned by the government. The state-owned millers are technically insolvent, with a collective debt of almost 130 billion Kenya shillings, according to the National Treasury. A Treasury memorandum tabled in Parliament has proposed writing off the debts, which basically means that the debt is forgiven and forgotten. The government is yet to decide on whether to privatize the companies or lease them out. Jaswant Singh Rai controls over 40% of Kenya's sugar market with his 4 companies Naitiri, West Kenya, Olepito, and Sukari. The other companies, Soin, Kwale, Busia, Kibos, Transmara, and Butali, are owned by private investors. According to the Sugar Directorate, there are about 400,000 cane farmers with 8 million Kenyans directly or indirectly involved in the sugar sector. The sector is one where every year demand is more than supply. Data from the Sugar Directorate shows that in the year 2022, 0.79 million metric tons were produced by local millers, while 0.32 million metric tons were imported at the cost of 28 billion Kenya shillings to meet the annual consumption of 1.11 million metric tons. The average cost of producing a ton of sugar in Kenya is $800 compared to an average CIF value of $500 of sugar from the region or $450 of sugar from the global market. Various things make Kenyan sugar extremely expensive. Growing cane in small parcels of land, high cost of fertilizer, high cost of power, low quality of cane varieties planted, outdated or broken down processing machinery, old and slow transportation system, spillage of cane during transport, and rampant financial mismanagement. Despite Kenya being part of the COMESA Free Trade Agreement, which provides for quota-free and duty-free access of all commodities from member states, Kenyan sugar has been protected for the last 20 years. If the COMESA safeguards were removed and liberalization was allowed, sugar in Kenya would be way cheaper than it is now. But the 8 million Kenyans involved in sugar production would be negatively impacted. Not to mention the political backlash from the 15 counties where sugar is grown. The question now is, does it make sense to grow sugar in Kenya, or is it best to import sugar? That is the crux of the matter.